Welcome to this SDL Tridion whiteboarding session. Today's topic is Experience Manager and how that fits into the staging infrastructure. If you recall from previous session, we have a content management environment with a content delivery environment, and then our content management environment we have a content manager and a publisher. The publisher publishes content to the deployer, which puts it in our broker database, and then we have a website which is pulling content from the broker database through a storage layer, and that website presents the content to the end visitor. In our staging environment, where we would inline edit or test edits, we can inline edit with the tool Experience Manager. Experience Manager allows you to WYSIWYG edit the content, drag and drop pictures, edit titles, etc. And it does this through an Experience Manager client which runs on the content management side. An editor essentially is looking at the content manager, but it's pulling content straight from the staging environment, so the web page is rendered as it would do on the staging environment. The content is pulled through the storage layer from the broker database, but when a user or an editor has made an edit, we want to push that edit as quickly as possible to the staging website, and we do that through an extension here which pushes content to what we call the session preview web service. The session preview web service places content in a session preview database. The session preview database is actually an exact copy of the broker database, only empty, and it's holding temporarily edits made by end users editing content. And what happens is the storage layer, when it receives a request for a web page, has to decide: do I pull the content from the broker database, or do I pull the content from the session preview database? If a piece of content exists in the session preview database, it will push it onto the staging website. The request will show that piece of content rather than the originally published piece of content. When the editors finish editing, of course, we can also push the content straight through the regular channel to the broker database, and therefore that edit is now available for every other request. Information shown from the session preview database is only accessible to the editor who's editing the content. When all that's done, of course, the publisher can publish the content straight out to the live environment via the same process but for a different website. And of course, in live we don't have such an editing facility. And that concludes our little overview of Experience Manager. You can find a little bit more about me from my website, julianwraith.com, or from Twitter, or contact me via email, and I will respond if you have any questions. Thank you.